Alright, we're back with another video today. Today we're going to be talking about these new things that have been coming up recently. The blue pill, red pill, black pill, all three of those. Get started, we'll talk about the red pill. And this is about getting money, growing big. And these are all have to do with dating, by the way. So this is the thought process, let's say, where the only way to get girls for, if you're strictly red pill, is through status, money, let's say, physique, etc., stuff like that. The blue pill is more of the vulnerable, opening up, being a little more simpy. That's that whole ideology, kind of giving everything you have for the girl. So that's a little extreme. All of them are a little extreme if it's abused. And then the black pill is a belief where the only thing that matters for attracting girls is, let's say, your height, your face structure. It's pretty nonsense, or your physique. So physique could be red or black, both mixes. You might be wondering, well, what pill is the right pill? They're all right and they're all wrong. Well, first we'll go over why the blue pill is good. The blue pill is good because how do you expect anything to go past, let's say, a month if there's no connection? You're not talking to the girl. All you care about is, oh, my money, or I need to keep bone smashing, or looks maxing, and that'll create a great relationship. And in life, how do you expect to make any great relationship if there's nothing deep to it? It's all just this materialistic stuff. You need the blue pill for spiritual bonding and such like that, and connection, deep connection, but it could go to an extent. Next, we'll have the red pill, and the positives to this are that how do you expect, if you were going for a high-quality woman, in this day and age, high-quality women are highly hard to come across if you're a normal guy, because you like, let's say you see their Snapchat or something, they got 53-man football team roster on there. They could have anyone they want. So without the red pill, it's hard for you to stand out. It's hard for you to be seen by these people. So you need to, get strong, maybe, do something niche that's like, become famous for something that's not common. That's attractive. Do something that a lot of people wouldn't do, and that'll get you higher quality, better woman. If you're doing stuff that people aren't willing to do, you're a hard worker, you give it everything you got every day. It's very attractive to be that way. Now we have the black pill. The pros to this would be that obviously girls are more attracted to a 6'5", good-looking guy with great physique, great face, as opposed to a guy who's 5'1", great face or bad face, bald maybe. Nothing against you bald guys, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously, and this goes both ways. Like, obviously, it's like that because are you attracted to a nice girl, or are you attracted to a very healthy, fit, taken care of, well-rounded girl? Obviously, the second option there. So that makes sense. Like that, the black pill is real, but it can be taken to extremes. This is because, or now we'll get into the negatives. The black pill can be get to a point where it's too negative, where it gets to a point where you're not even trying anymore because you say, oh, I have a 4 out of 10 looks card. Like, that's just stupid. Like, that's nonsense. Who cares? If you get dealt a hand in life, you got to play that hand. No matter how bad or how good it is, it's your hand. You have one shot. Play it, use it. So don't be hyper fixated on your looks or your face. Plus, how do you expect to find a great partner when it's all just this genuine desire? No, this is nonsense. There's also these, if all you do is focus on like improving your face, your physique, trying to doing plastic surgery, you can't connect with anyone. Where's the deep connection? Like, there's nothing being, like, there's no real progress relationship wise being built from. Maybe you'll attract more girls, but that doesn't mean, long term at least, it doesn't mean you'll do as well. And also short term, you'll have no idea how to talk to them. All right, the red pill now, the cons for this. It's probably the best for initially attracting girls, I'd say. like, because Drake, he's like, think of that, like the guy's super famous for something that's pretty. He's a rapper, so he obviously is going to be have an easier time attracting whoever he wants, pretty much, than average Joe working at Walmart. But so that's true about the red pill. But the cons are that this also prevents you from that deep connection. So the red and the black pill, they both lack that same little problem there that the blue pill does. That you need to open up. You need to open your armor a little bit to have that deep connection with someone. You can't find love if it's like this one-sided thing where you're completely closed and not open to being vulnerable to them. Like if you're interested in love, you're gonna have to get hurt. You're gonna get broken. But the red pill is very good and very, very bad, both at the same time, to extent. So apply what's good and don't apply what's bad. All right, the blue pill cons are pretty big. So the problems with this is when you're too, let's say, focused on this girl and not focused enough on yourself, you begin to lose yourself. You lose that. You lose your drive, what's pushing you in life, what's keeping life, meaningful. All that goes away because all you're doing, this girl becomes like pedestalized when you're what's the word, hyper blue pilled or whatever that nonsense is on the internet. Like when you're if you're, let's say, a little too simpy, then you stop providing for whatever it is. If you're a man, you're kind of providing, and you should be providing. It's pretty natural. I mean, not saying women can't provide. I'm not doing none of that. Don't cancel me for saying that. But I'm gonna say it's natural for a man to be a provider, and when you're wasting all your time, if you're sacrificing your own time, sacrificing what you need to get done to please this other person, then you're just losing yourself, and she becomes the most important thing in your life. So you need to balance all three of these out. They're all good and they're all bad. They're all true and they're all false at the same time. The big connection for all of them is that if you, let's say, perhaps you start living for someone else if you do these for the wrong reasons. So let's say you red pill for the wrong reasons. That's because you're only working out to please a certain girl, or you're only getting big to get girls. I don't know. I feel like you should be doing these things for yourself, for your own inner peace, or to, let's say, provide for your loved ones, yourself. Give yourself, I don't know, money is not everything, but it does open a lot of opportunities for things. Like, you have a lot of options when you're, rich and stuff, as opposed to not. So I'd rather be rich than poor, obviously. And for the black pill, too, like, the looks maxing thing is ridiculous. Like, I don't know, clavicular, it's a little extreme, like the punching yourself in the face. I mean, maybe not, do your thing, but that's how I see it. And the blue pill is the blue pill is the long-term one, pretty much, for maintaining stuff, and it might be the most important. No, they're all very important, just at different times, different points. You just gotta know when to apply them, when to use them. Like let's say, all right, I'll give out an example to use each of them. So for black pill, in my own daily life, taking showers, like, come on, doing skincare, like, that's not that big of a deal. That's pretty simple. Do stuff that you can control. Maybe, obviously, be working out. Working out's great because it's like a drug, kind of. Red pill, let's say, that would be, you have a set of, this is my personal life. I set a big goal for myself, and I've been working on it for years now. So, it gives me purpose, it gives me drive, it makes the world go round when I got a goal and I'm working my ass off for it. When I have a hard-ass day, I come home for the day, it's such a freeing feeling, all that weight's lifted off. At the end of a week, hard week, coming home, great feeling, so that's why I would use a red pill. And for your own, so you start living for yourself and not for someone else. That's one of the best things I would say about the red pill is when you're not living for a certain girl, sacrificing what you need to get done as a human, as for a girl's to please someone. Like, that's ridiculous. When you're trying to please someone all the time, you lose all that peace. I'll keep harping on it every video I make. And now the blue pill. How would I apply this to my life? Talking to girls. Being real with girls, in a way. Yeah, I would say talking to girls. You don't have to be like this like alpha, sigma, whatever, stupid thing, but just be like kind of real with them, kind of not. I don't know. Do your thing, but talking to girls, it's blue pill. Not sacrificing everything for them, but setting a time. So maybe like, I don't know. That's what I do. I designate the weekends. That's girl time. That's if I'm not having anything important happening. After all my stuff is done, I would designate that for girls. I would push them away for the week because it gives them more value too. When you're seeing girls every single day, it loses its value. When you do it, when you have a purpose and you're doing hard work every day of the week, let's say 5 days of the week, then that you spend Saturday, Sunday, maybe Friday night too, girls-wise, then you have this structure that gives them value. So the more you work, the more value they give, kind of, in a way. But at the end of this, I would recommend you just apply whatever, take what you learned from this video, apply it to your life maybe, and if you don't like it, if it doesn't fit for you, just discard it. It's just a video. I'm just trying to teach here, and as always, just start analyzing what you do, and change it. Perhaps if you don't have that peace, you feel something not right going on. That's all I have for today, guys. Thank you.